Hi everyone. So today I'm just going to be talking about what is the difference between out-of-body experiences, astral projection, and lucid dreaming. Because a lot of people get confused between these terms, and actually a lot of people have differing ideas about what these things are. Some people think they're all the same, and some people think they're very different experiences. So I'm not really going to get into a debate, because I don't want to cause, lots of conflict in the comments on this channel, but what I will do is I'll share my experience and I'll share my understanding of what's going on, because it's extremely difficult to know for certain, but what you can go with is what you have experience with and your interpretations of your experience. Okay, so I guess what we can start with is out-of-body experiences and astral projection. Those two, I would say, are synonymous. An out-of-body experience is an experience out of the body, and astral projection is leaving your body and exploring outside of it. And when I say astral projection, what I tend to be referring to is the act of inducing an out-of-body experience. Okay, then they both pretty much explain the same thing really, but astral projection for me also includes the actual leaving part. Now lucid dreaming, this is where lots of debate arises, because some people think all dreams, including lucid dreams, all happen just in your mind, and you're not leaving your body, you're still in your body and things like that. And others think, oh, lucid dreaming is when you're having an out-of-body experience and you're in another dimension, and you might even be in a separate dimension from the dimension that you can access through astral projection, or it could be the same dimension, things like that. That's where it gets a bit, lots of theories have been created as to what lucid dreaming really is, but I can give you what I feel that it is. In my experience, lucid dreaming is having an out-of-body experience, being in the same place you access through astral projection, but you are sort of in a hallucinogenic state. So we're not seeing what's actually there. You are seeing what's being projected in front of you by your subconscious. Now, how do I know that it is in the same place that you can access through astral projection, the astral plane? Well, what I can do is, if I become lucid in a dream and I'm seeing all this dream imagery, and I could be in a completely different place than what I'm familiar with, if I clear my mind and just erase the scene, clear all the imagery that's being projected in front of my eyes, then I see what was really there. So for example, I was in a dream and there were buildings around and I didn't recognize the place, and I became lucid. I realized I was dreaming, so I cleared all the dream imagery and I found myself in my living room. I looked around, everything was clear. There was nothing crazy going on. I was just in my living room, floating there. So what this led me to come to the conclusion of is that I was in the living room the whole time, right? But I was not aware of this because I was seeing all this dream imagery. I was hallucinating pretty much in an unconscious state, and I was not able to perceive what was really there. Okay. Now, are there different layers of the astral plane? Are there any higher dimensions? I believe there are. However, as for identifying them, it's really difficult to do so. Lots of people are giving them different names. If you read one book, it'll say something different from another book. Each book seems to be giving a different map. The best thing you can do is forget all the maps. Just explore on your own, and whatever works for you, just go with that. Okay, because if you read one book, you believe that, and then you read another book and it says something else, you'll just decide one book's better than the other because it doesn't agree with what you read first, or what you experience out of body might be altered by your preconceptions of what it should be like. So read books, yes. Take note of what they're saying, but don't take them as the ultimate objective truth. That's just their interpretation. What works with them. Go with what works with you. And yeah, so I hope this clarifies a bit about what astral projection really is, what out-of-body experiences is, and what lucid dreaming is, and how they're all connected. In my videos, I'm going to be pretty much using lucid dreaming and astral projection almost synonymously, but lucid dreaming is more being conscious whilst you're still having these subconscious projections, whereas out-of-body experiences, astral projection, is more you're being in the same place, you're being conscious minus all that imagery. Okay? So if I give a technique for lucid dreaming, it can also be interpreted as a technique for astral projection. So for example, the wild lucid dreaming technique, wake-induced lucid dream, this is pretty much an astral projection technique. So you're going to be pretty much letting your body fall asleep and your mind remaining awake, and that's the basis for astral projection. And you're going to experience sensations such as vibrations, feeling heavy and light at the same time, etc. And you're going to be leaving your body that way. So yeah, so have a great week, guys, and I'll see you again in a future video. See you next time.